Hi guys, this is Marie and this week's video is about developmental activities for babies 1 year of age and older. So babies around 1 are a lot of fun to be around. They are fun, they love to explore, so I'm gonna break out this specific video in a few sessions just because there is educational activities and developmental activities that you can do, and there is so much fun stuff that you can do with them. So if you like this video, don't forget to click that subscribe button at the end. So the first thing that you can do is actually sensory development. And one of the things I've done with Scarlet before, when she was very young, about 8 months old, we did the eatable paints, and those were lots of fun. They're pretty easy to make. It's just cornstarch, water, and food coloring. I used organic, natural food coloring. I actually had a whole post on my blog about it, so you can see some pictures right now, and also don't forget to click the link below. Activities is reading books to Scarlet. I love doing it when she's on the potty. If you saw my potty training video, and I love doing it. Just it's such an amazing experience for you two to bond. So there's different types of books. There are tactile books like this one, and I like to buy small books because she likes to carry those with her and pretend she's reading them. Then there is all those kinds of books. This whole series of books that makes really good realistic noises. She loves that. We also have lots of pop-up books like Sophie the Giraffe, and I love reading those to her. And she opens up the flaps herself. Now there is also what's called busy books or quiet books, and I'm making one for her myself. I'm going to be making a separate video on that, so if you want to see more and learn more, please, again, subscribe. So these are the first 2 pages of the quiet book or busy book that I'm making. They're not glued yet, but just so you guys have an idea what that means. You open up the door, you can put the dog in, you can close it up. This all comes off, it's on Velcro, and you can, pretend that you are collecting the apples. And there will be more pages in this book. Another fun developmental sensory activity for babies is sorting colors. So what I do, we have a few stackers from Grimm's, like this and this one. Also we have, like this little stuff from Hubba. And what I do, I sort out the colors, all kinds of things that we have, all toys or not even toys, and teach her that this pile is yellow, this pile is red, blue, and all colors of rainbow. And repetition does create a positive environment for her, and also when she matches the colors, I positively reinforce it. So outside of books and all kinds of stuff, we're gonna go to the whole section that is toys that are developmental and fun. So one of the first things that everybody talks about it, and I'm sure you've seen in other videos, are puzzles. So most of the time people suggest buying the big chunky knot puzzles like this one, and this one was a success. She likes the fruits one. I have about 7 of them, so I'm gonna go over a few. But honestly, this one, it's also for Melissa and Doug, all ours are. She likes much better. And what I do with her as well, because I want to teach her what kind of sounds the animals make, we typically do the book, then we do this puzzle, and I tell her, the sounds of the animals, and I try to reinforce it as well, because it's a great tool for her to develop, understanding what animal would make sound, and, just a cool stuff to do together. Another type of puzzle that was a recent purchase and has been so much in use that it looks, like it's really, she has a page from her book. See, she'll like it when I finish. So this is the puzzle, and that one I recommend greatly to everybody, because Scarlet is at the stage where she likes to pull stuff and she likes to understand what's inside. The stuff inside is on the magnets, so she can actually grab it out of there, and each single thing has a corresponding item inside. Right? So the next on the list is the stacker. The stackers are awesome. I suggest, so we started playing with the stacker ever since I remember it. She always liked it. You like the stackers? And now she's stacking the reins back on, which is really fun to see and watch. So together with stacking, there is a really cool thing that you can do. It's called threading. It's a Montessori based activity, and there are so many things you can do the threading. You can actually do the threading in the quiet or busy book that I showed you, and when I do the whole video on that book, you can see that. But basically what I got recently for her is this apple with a worm, and you stick the worm and she likes it. You know, it's actually hard for her little hands to be able to stick this in there, so it develops the fine motor skills, and it's also a lot of fun. So the next thing is pop-up toys. So the pop-up toys come in all kinds of shapes and sizes, and all companies make them. The whole idea is that you do different action to open all those and then close them up. She likes this one a lot. Mine is just from Toys R Us. The next one is musical instruments. This is the toy from Haba, and she's been banging on this drum with the drumsticks and the xylophone and everything for a while. I would say it's ever since she was 9 months. I've got it quite a while ago. And what's great, she's been able to, actually use the drumsticks to play the drums and xylophone. I mean, she's no Mozart or anything, but it's still a lot of fun for her. So the next thing is a shape sorter. I've already talked about shape sorters in my toy video, but I'll just add to it that right now I am using mainly this one, and the reason I'm using this one is because it's big and easy to put it, but I'm also working on the shape recognition with her. By a year and 3 months, your baby should be able to recognize between at least 2 shapes. So right now we are working on a square and a circle, and that's the reason why I'm using this one. And it's a fun activity too. Now, for development of the language, there was a study that the more words the baby hears by a certain age, the more likely they build those pathways, and in the future will help them grow and learn faster. So one of the things that I do for the language development work for outside of books, where we read a lot, the more you read, the better. And also, if you're a bilingual household like we are, what I typically do with her when I do recognition of the sounds of animals, I do volk, which is in Russian wolf, and I do woo, the sound. And she already recognizes this. She doesn't say volk, unfortunately. She does say woo when she sees that. We do the same with dogs and everything. So if you are a bilingual household, incorporate it and make it fun. Yeah, that's a woo! So don't be scared. What I've also read is that babies that are grown in a bilingual household, you can expect them to start speaking a little later because they have to make a distinction between 2 languages. So don't be afraid of that. Actually, in the future, it's better to speak 2 languages than 1. So another cool Montessori idea is the pretend play, and I love to incorporate it. So when I sweep the floors or do something, Scarlet has her little broom. There are different sets that come. You can have a mop and something. I mean, the broom is the best, honestly, because babies love brooms. Another thing that we do when I'm in the kitchen, I have a set of fruits, and they are located right in our kitchen. So once I'm done here, I'll show you. So I put out the fruits, and I put out, some pans, and she can pretend playing and cutting. The toy is also from Melissa and Doug. So here's our pretend fruit basket, and it's really cool. It comes with a knife, and you can cut the vegetables and fruits. And what we usually do, I let her play with it while I'm trying to cook something. So outside the activities that I just mentioned, there's so much fun stuff you can do with your baby that's not going to cost you much money. So please make sure to like, subscribe, and share not to miss the next video of fun activities for your toddlers.